It was a day most students never expected to encounter. A quiet morning on campus became, for a few minutes, a scene of panic. Students revising for their exams in the library, or sitting in the cafe and having a coffee, were forced to rush for cover as armed officers swooped. Several officers were seen yelling and approaching a man on his knees, and footage of the incident quickly emerged online, taken by students who watched on in shock from the libary. Students later spoke of what was briefly a moment of genuine fear as the incident unfolded. They were asked to stay inside the Great Central Library as the drama unfolded near the engine shed at about lunchtime on Wednesday, May 23. Hours later, it emerged why the operation had been carried out. A 25-year-old man was arrested in connection with a burglary in which a man was attacked with a pickaxe and an incident in which another man is believed to have had a shotgun. The police have been uniformly praised for their quick action. But students were forced to hide as parts of the campus went into lockdown, leaving many youngsters in panic as they revised for their exams. Georgina Hawley, who is studying photography at the university, said she heard around 10 police shouting and telling a man to get down. The 21-year-old said, "Everything went on lockdown and we were told by someone from inside the Zest Cafe to hide behind the containers and the doors were locked. Police all started shouting and they were telling the man to get down." There was panic for Georgina and her friends as they tried to grapple with what was happening. She said, "It was a confusion and frustration as we could see we were the only ones, students, outside and we felt unsafe. It was horrible. You don't expect anything like that to happen." The first thing her group noticed was the police dog before they cowered behind the container. She said, "We could see the dog and we noticed it was the police and they were all running. Then we noticed what was going on. We didn't know if it was safe enough for us to be here." Her friend, Hannah Way, 21, said she felt shocked by seeing police with guns. She said, "The guns scared me. You think this must be something really bad." The police stayed here for quite a while after the arrest. They didn't want people walking through the area. The man was taken off in a riot van. He's been put up against the library and patted down. The University of Lincoln tweeted, "We had some police presence on campus earlier today, just outside the library. We did temporarily ask students to stay in the library whilst police handled an incident. We're grateful for the patience and understanding of staff and students." Police can be seen removing items from Raglan House. Meanwhile, police raided a property at Raglan House, in Ruston Way, where officers were seen removing items from the flat. One witness said, "There were 2 police vans and a number of officers at the scene. I saw one of the officers coming out of the front door with a box, which looked like it might have been an evidence box. 2 police officers came from the vans and walked around to enter the building again. The vans were parked around the back and people are just walking around, going about their business." The area where they were is a student area with flats. It's not all students, though, and I'm not sure if these flats are student flats. It's a fairly ordinary block of flats with things hanging from the balconies in a spot with a good view of the cathedral. It's a fairly busy area with students and there's a cost cutter nearby. Armed police coming out of flats in Raglan House. Luckily things quickly returned to normal, but the university summed the mood of the city up when it described the incident as highly unusual. Student Steph Ball said something similar, telling us, "This is crazy. I can't believe something like this has happened at Lincoln Uni." Rumors swirled on campus in the minutes after the police operation. Lincolnshire police even had to dismiss reports that a man was seen carrying a handgun. A spokesman said, "We saw reports that a man was seen with a handgun at the university. These reports are incorrect. We have arrested a 25-year-old man on behalf of Nottinghamshire Police. He was not carrying any weapons and there is no one else involved in this incident." Nottinghamshire Police revealed this afternoon that a 25-year-old man was arrested in connection with a burglary where a man was assaulted with a pickaxe. He is not connected to the university. A police spokesman said, "It was reported that offenders wearing face coverings forced their way into a house in Norfolk Street, Worksop, before one of them hit the victim in the head with the pickaxe at about 9:40 p.m. on Monday, May 14. It's believed another was armed with a shotgun. The victim was taken to hospital with head injuries which were not believed to be life-threatening." Armed officers from Lincolnshire Police today executed a warrant in Ruston Way, Lincoln, in connection with the burglary, and a 25-year-old man was subsequently detained walking through a nearby University of Lincoln campus. A man and a woman have already appeared in court in connection with the burglary. Aaron Meehan, 37, of Wiltshire Road, London, has been charged with causing grievous bodily harm and possession of a firearm with intent to commit grievous bodily harm. Porter Toynbee, 21, of Bawtry Close, Lincoln, has been charged with wounding and possession of a firearm with intent to commit grievous bodily harm. Both appeared at Mansfield Magistrates Court on Monday, May 21, and were remanded in custody to appear at Nottingham Crown Court on June 18.